Yet another perfect New England morning. And oh, as the sun breaks and the thaw begins on the usual suspects at BBQ Stadium, there's a new rooster in town. And today, we're breaking in the Humphrey. That's my Humphreys battle box. Okay, so now that we've thawed out, look at that finish. Oh, it just glistens in the sun. Let me give it a spin. Oh, look at the colors. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now, believe it or not, I didn't even order this color. This was straight off the showroom. I just got lucky that it was in stock, because if you try to order one of these today, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks at least. So if you're expecting to get into competition, you should have already ordered yours. All right, so here we go. Let's tour what is the Humphreys battle box. Now, this is what they started about 6 years ago with, was this cooker. This and the pint, which is a little bit bigger. And from backyard to competition, these things have basically dominated the tailgate, the backyard cookout, and the competitions. People have won world championships on these, so good cooker. All right, first off, you got the nice true temp thermostat that it comes with, that industry standard, of course. These latches, which are sometimes called slam latches because of that you can do that. You can already tell the construction is ridiculous and solid. Let's look at the outside before we go in. You got 2 probe ports over here, so you can run multiple probes in, and you will not mess up your meat. Get a nice temp control. Super heavy duty latches. This is how obviously you huck it and carry it. It's a very heavy unit, 375 pounds. Those handles can handle it. Oh yeah, over here you got your 2-inch ball, which, oh God, it's brand new. That's your ball valve. You can see inside there, that's your air control if you don't have an air control system, which eventually you'll have, but today we're gonna do a burn-in and a cook, just using the natural aspirated air, as it's called. Just more latches over here. Sexy Humphrey logo. Oh yeah. And then up top, your airflow control, basically, for the smoker. Now what this is a water smoker, and it's a reverse flow smoker. There's a lot of things going on here. This isn't just a box you put coals in. Oh, and let's take a look at the inside. Oh, it's a thing to behold. Look at that real estate. So what she comes with standard is 3 stainless steel racks. Very strong, put multiple, obviously, several butts, several racks of ribs, briskets. 6 locations, 3 racks, lots of options. Drop-in water pan. I believe this is possibly still patent pending. Regular 2.5-inch, 2-inch hotel water pan. And there's the rack that it drops in on, which is really, really cool. Now, what you also have down here is a heat deflector above your firebox. You could pull this out, put the heat deflector in here to eliminate the wet smoke or the water smoke and dry smoke, and still have that reverse flow. Here's the firebox. That's your charcoal tray, and it's massive. It's huge and heavy duty. Fits lots of coal. Sorry, it's a very noisy, it's a noisy industry. Ash pan underneath, pretty awesome. All right, so the reverse flow, the smoke goes up this 3-inch wall. There's a big chamber on the back of here behind the subframe. This all tubular frame construction, it's like a roll cage. Smoke goes up the walls, comes down over your meat and out the back through the ventilation, and then eventually out the smokestack and the top. Look at this, it still has. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a break-in. We're gonna burn this sucker in or season it. So I'm gonna take this stuff out, and we'll take out the heat deflector and put that in, and that way we'll get a reverse flow. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do about a 2-hour burn. If I fill this up with 20 pounds, or a whole bag basically, it would last almost 20 hours. We only need a 2-hour cook. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of charcoal in here, and then I've got a chimney going. I'm just gonna dump that in there, and I might just throw a chunk of wood in there just to get it smoky, you know, to get it smoky. First off, let's grab our pan. All right, so here we go. Now per Nicole Humphreys' instructions, a little bit of spray some oil on the inside all over everything, not the firebox and not the doors. Don't mess with that. Just the inside of the walls and the racks and everything. So let me make a little room here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the way for a second. I feel like it's like I'm graffitiing the inside of my box here. Man, I'm hitting the ceiling and everything, man. All this has got to burn off because there's, of course, so all this has to burn off because, of course, there's the industrial construction residue in here from their factory. All the good things it takes to make it. And we're going without the water pan. There we go. And let me just slide these dogs in here. And go ahead and season up the racks too, I reckon. Oops. Oh God. Nothing to see here. Why not, huh? All right, looks good. All right, next we gotta get some coals in it.
And to keep those ashes off the ground or the deck, a little concrete backer board.
All right, so my whole chimney is cooked down a little bit, but that'll be enough to definitely get this party started. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in chunks of wood just so we can get some wood smoke going. And now it's just a matter of letting her do her thing. I figured why not put a probe in there. Look, already smoking. It's beautiful. Let's put it like in the middle rack there. Oh, don't forget the top vent. We'll go ahead and open that up and see what, let me go pinky depth. I want to see what I get with this ball valve and see how much the control is, but here we go. Let's break her in, season her. Be back in 2 hours. Well, she's been off now, letting her cool down after she's seasoned. Now, I attempted to do a time lapse with my clock. I forgot to put a battery in it, so that little time lapse is useless. But it got up to 210, 220, right about a half hour, perfect. And then I opened it up a little bit more just to see, what it would do since we're naturally aspirating it. And it got up right at basically 300, about 300 to 310, and it just sat and coasted for like an hour and a half till I shut it off. And so that was with, about almost half open up here and 3/4 down there. Then I shut those down and it started to close down nice and smooth. Now it's been shut off for 40 minutes and it's sitting at 227. Now I did peek at the Firebox. I didn't peek on the inside yet. The fascinating thing about the Firebox, let's start there first, is the only thing that really burned was the chimney that I dumped and maybe 5 coals in 3 hours. Maybe not at all, maybe that's all the stuff. So yeah, just the chimney, and look, there's still a piece of wood that was left smoking. So almost very efficient, almost no burn off. That's amazing. Now let's see for the first time the inside of our Humphreys battle box. Oh, nice little hue going in there. Oh yeah. Doesn't smell industrial anymore. It smells like barbecue. And my probe, which I stuck, as you can see, a little bit towards the bottom, but in the middle, held it pretty much within 5 degrees of the true temp on here. So I know that my door thermometer is gonna help me. It's gonna be useful. This catch right here on these latches, I had to adjust. There's a screw underneath and you just click it in. Those little teeny clicks there, and you click it in 1 or 2, and that gets the seal on this reel or even tighter than it was. We didn't know until we started testing it where there was a little bit of leakage, and that's just simply because you can't test the smoker until you put smoke in it. And just tighten that up. So unbelievable. So without a guru or any other sort of aspirator device of that nature, she held just fine natural air, natural aspiration. So definitely when you dial it in, it stays. So there you go. That's the Humphreys Battle Box. A beautiful, unbelievable, steady smoking and cooking machine. Very excited. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Nicole. You guys put out what I think is probably the best smoker on the planet. Thanks for watching BBQ. Don't forget to click the bell, ding, subscribe, all that jazz. Share it with your friends. Facebook, Twitter, Insta. It's all there. Go find it. Thanks for watching.